Hello and welcome, Lynx here, and we are playing the game you've been bothering me about when the channel has been stolen. Luckily it's back, we caught up with Sakura games, and it is time to play the fifth one in the franchise, just before the sixth one is right around the corner. So let's get to it. I don't remember the voices for the girls though, so that's going to be problematic, but yeah. The atmosphere is so thick and dense you could cut it with a knife. All five of us, Marina, Hazel, Cosmos, Ayu and I, are sitting on a plush, leather couch in Marina's living room, our eyes fixed on the TV screen. There, depicted upon the widescreen TV, is the missing member of my Succubus harem. One of the missing members, Yamamoto Hifumi. As a popular actress, it's not uncommon to see reruns of Hifumi's movies playing out on various TV channels, but the Hifumi I'm saving right now isn't playing a role. Well, I suppose she's playing a role, in so much as she's pretending to be human while in actuality she's a succubus. It's a long story, you know it, but that's a minor detail. The Hifumi on the screen isn't pretending to be a courtesan or a blushing bride or a princess, for come to think of it, she was supposed to ascend to the throne of the Succubus realm before she passed the baton to Yue. Hifumi is acting, instead as nobody other than herself. She's wearing in the same beige kimono she so often favors, and she looks incredible in it, as always, I bet, and her dark hair hangs loosely about her slender shoulders. Her eyes, which are carefully made up, are narrowed in concentration and...
From Mount Yoshino.
Ooh. Achievement unlocked, decisive move. What? Hifumi leans forwards, quicker than blinking. Her graceful, elegant fingers smack against the cartlang on the tatami mat, which goes flying, arcing through the air like a leaping fish. The cards that Hifumi is busy striking are Karuta cards. Never played Karuta, I don't know the rules. Each card is inscribed with pieces of poetry, which correspond to the poems being recited by the reciter. Hifumi, in addition to being an actress, is also a competitive Karuta player. Okay. She's held onto the prestigious title of Queen for 4 years running, a title she's defended rigorously from all challengers in the annual championship tournament which takes place in Shiga. This tournament is kind of a big deal in Karuta world, and right now it's being broadcast on live TV. Today, on Sakura TV. Dude, I just literally dropped you another idea for a title. Sakura TV. Where you are supposed to make a harem out of reporters working there. Anyway, Marina, who's always been close to Hifumi, invited me, alongside the other members of the Succubus entourage, to watch Hifumi compete in the finals. Hifumi's beaten all her other opposition thus far in a truly graceful showing, hardly seeming to break so much as a sweat. Now, can we stop and actually acknowledge the lovely looking collarbone of hers over here? Dude, so good. Anywho, back to the text. Now she only has one opponent left to defeat. Should she win, she'll secure her hold on the title of the Queen for the 5th year in a row. The competition's nearing its late stages now, and there aren't many cards left in play. He is taking more cards than her opponent, but she's not out of the woods just yet. If Hifumi gets careless and makes any mistakes, her opponent might be able to claw back enough points to best her. Hifumi's opponent, who battled a string of challengers on her own simply to take across from Hifumi on the tatami floor, is no slouch herself. She's working hard to try and close the gap between them, but... By all mountain! Once more, Hifumi claims another card.
The glistening dew!
There! And another. Hifumi release on fire. She's doing so well, I'm starting to feel a little sorry for her opponent. Not, I suppose that her opponent deserves my sympathy. I'm not entirely sure if she'd appreciate it, either given her exalted status. Hifumi might be a popular actress, renowned across Japan for her portrayals of sensitive, suffering women, but her opponent is by no means less famous. Huh? In fact, in many respects, I think her opponent might be even bigger deal than Hifumi is. In a stunning twist of fate, Hifumi's opponent is not, in fact, Japanese, as one might expect when it comes to the traditionally Japanese game like Karuta, but European. Ugh. No, 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 please don't tell me you are from that country. Please don't be from there. The woman who faces Hifumi, staring intently at the cards, has pale skin, almost milky white, and very fair, very blonde hair. Is she wearing a tiara? Why? Also, she kinda cute, but not gonna lie, this type of eyebrows, I don't like them. I really don't like them in anime. Anyway. She's none other than Stephania Sofia Maria Isabella of Astoria. Never heard of her. Now that's a mouthful. A genuine legitimate princess who hails from Astoria. Okay, so she's not from the country which name we are not going to name. Astoria is a smallish country that borders Germany and the Netherlands. Yeah. It's known for its verdant forests, its fairly cold climate, particularly in the winter, and its charming fairy-tale-like architecture. What? I feel like I know of a football club that has this name, but I feel like it was in like... Wasn't the club in like Romania? Or something like that? No, I think... Okay, maybe it was in Bulgaria. No, it's a German club. Wait, FC Astoria Waldorf. Why did I think Romania or whatever? Or Bulgaria? How come I... Which year? Which league? Oberliga Baden. Which is third? No, fourth probably. Fourth or fifth. Anyway. Well, I mean, at least they are kind of, let's say, true here. It is in Germany. Anyway. The country boasts about 3 million residents. Not bad. Which makes it even more sparsely populated than Denmark. It's not a big country by any means, but it's not completely unheard of. I mean, even I heard of a football club. I know a little about it in passing. For granted, I did wind up doing a bunch of research about it on my phone just now, after discovering that Hifumi's opponent in this game is the princess of the princess! Whoa, of said country. I never knew, for example, that Astoria's capital was called Rosenberg, or that its primary export is textiles. But you know, I'm getting off topic here. I should be focusing on Hifumi's competition, rather than researching a small, little known European country. I pray for Hifumi's string of good luck to hold, yet...
Flow with pedals, sir!
Oh! This time the princess is able to swipe a card from Hifumi's side of the field. She takes it, scattering other cards in her wake, then beams brightly.
I did it! I finally did it! Alright, I'm going to make a proper comeback now! Just you wait, Yamamoto Hifumi! I've not dedicated hours of my life to learning the art of Karuta for nothing! I might be trailing behind you at the present, but this small victory should secure my eventual triumph!
Anyway, yeah, I guess I should figure she'd laugh like that. It must come with the territory given Stephania as a princess and all. Really though, it is impressive Stephania's Japanese is so faultless. I can understand her just as well as I would a native.
I know why.
She must be studying.
No.
As far as I'm aware, Japanese isn't a widely spoken language in Astoria.
Or anywhere.
I believe their national language is Dutch. Okay, for German doesn't lag too far behind. I feel like if if somebody have never heard one or the other, they might not recognize. Otherwise, you probably would. Anyway, I can't speak a lick of Dutch or German myself. Okay, that's not exactly true. I know a little bit of German. I have not studied it in years, so I don't remember, but you know, I know my Guten Morgen, Guten Tag, and so on. Eins, zwei, drei. Anyway, but I can't imagine they share that many similarities with Japanese. Stephanie's at an obvious disadvantage in this tournament, given the language barrier. Card, unlike chess, is a game that relies heavily upon language. To be good at it in a capacity, you first got to memorize a lot of old Japanese poems, then listen to them as they are recited back to you. I wouldn't be able to memorize all the poetry on the Karuta cards. Oh, so that's what Karuta is about. Okay, I studied some of the poems back in high school. Okay, so the guy reads a part of a poem and you have to find the other on the ground, I guess? Interesting. I wonder if it's like... I mean, I've heard of Karuta, but I wonder how big exactly it is in Japan. I wonder now. Anyway, Stephania must be so serious about Karuta to have poured so much time and effort into so obscure a sport. Karuta is not even that popular in Japan, let alone Europe. Oh. It's not. Okay, I'm impressed. Stephanie is the clear underdog in this competition, but still she's giving it her all. Now I wonder who I want to see win the most. Is that even a question? Come on. Hifumi, obviously, damn it. That should go without saying. I mean, not the Miss Eyebrows. Sorry. Obviously, since I'm so close to Hifumi, I want her to emerge as a victor. I can't exactly root for Stephania, not when I hardly know her. Still, Stephania is working very hard. She's determined to score a victory from the jaws of defeat, yet...
The eightfold cherry!
There!
Hifumi reaches out, then smacks the card in the air with a dramatic flourish. Hifumi's expression as she has the winning card to her palm is one with composed, quiet confidence. Stephania's earlier victory must have been a fluke. Hifumi is determined. She seems determined, now to hold her efforts in accruing further points. Hifumi and Stephania's fierce competition continues to wear on, but alas...
Over make us plain!
Hey!
Hey! Hifumi's right arm swoops down, and she knocks aside yet another card. Hifumi's movements are so swift, Stephania had scarcely any time to react. One moment, the game was still up in the air, and the winner undecided. Now, however, Hifumi has taken such an overwhelming advantage, it will be impossible for Stephania to best her. Hifumi has taken too many cards. She's won.
That was a wonderful game.
Hifumi speaks to us with a gentle smile, like that of a freshly picked flower. That's a new outfit, Baudet. Ooh, I like it. I like it.
Thank you for indulging me, Your Highness. You put a formidable fight, but in the end you were not able to oust me from my position. Still, I admire your efforts. I look forward to playing against you again sometime, should that prove to be agreeable for you, of course. What? Oh my!
Stephania stares at Hifumi, her eyes white as goose eggs, still leaning up on the tatami. Her expression is one of a blank disbelief for several seconds before, at long last, the knowledge of her loss sinks in. Her lower lip begins to quiver. I worry briefly that Astoria's princess might begin to bawl on the live television, but instead...
That was incredible! I can see why I've been the reigning queen of Karuta for so many years, Miss Yamamoto. I'm in awe before your talents, which far eclipse my own. As irritating as this loss is, I will accept it in a good faith. I'm glad if I had to be bested, so it was by your expert hands. Miss Yamamoto. No, Mistress.
Mistress... Oh my... the hell? What is wrong with her? Stephania kneels before Hifumi and then cries.
Would you do me a great honor? Let me study under you as your apprentice. I fear I will never improve my practice on my own with your guidance. However, there may yet be hope for me. Please, I'm begging you, let me be your pupil.
My pupil? Hifumi examines Stephania, her expression one of bemusement.
I've never before taken on any students. Not when it comes to Karuta, at least. I'm purely self-taught, you see, and I fear I mightn't be the best teacher. Nonsense! I'm sure there can be no better teacher in all of Japan, no, in all of the world. The manner in which you play Karuta truly is incredible, as is the way you conduct yourself. You're a lovely Japanese beauty, and despite your immense talent, you are not at all boastful. You're sweet, humble, gracious. In other words, you could be no better teacher, not when it comes to glorious game of Karuta. Mistress, please, it might be unseemly for a princess such as I to beg, but I shall do so regardless. That is how high I hold you in my esteem. Well, I never...
Hifumi shakes her head.
I'd not imagine you would proposition me so, dear Stephania, but if you would go to such a grave lengths, I shall consider it. First, however, would you rise from that tummy? I feel somewhat awkward having you prostrate yourself before me, Hans. You've no need to grovel at my feet, I am no goddess. I might disagree with that. You're like a goddess to me, for a goddess of Karuta.
That's a good title.
Still, I must apologize if my hastiness has made you uncomfortable. I'm not accustomed to talking with people.
Dude, I need to write this down because I'll forget later. Goddess of Karuta. Giggling shyly, Stephania arranges herself, so she's kneeling once again.
So, what do you think? Would you be willing to come to Astoria so might teach me? I know it's a fearful imposition upon your time and upon your patience, so I've not demanded too much for you. 2 weeks would suffice. Would it be opposed to the idea?
I would be.
2 weeks is in and of itself quite a long time. But my schedule as of late has been rather light. I do not have any pressing obligations upon my time right now. What? In light of your enthusiasm, I would be more than happy to train you. Yes, thank you so much, mistress. You're the best. But
Hifumi's eyes harden.
I do have one condition. A condition? Indeed.
Hifumi nods, then says,
If I'm to stay with you in Astoria for 2 weeks, I must ask that you allow my beloved partner to escort me. Your partner, mistress? Indeed, I do. I have kept it secret for several months, not wishing to embroil him in a public scandal, but I care for him, so I fear I cannot keep his knowledge to myself a moment longer. I'm in a long-lasting, loving relationship with a kind man a few years younger than I am, a man called...
Oh, I have a bad feeling about this. It's still live broadcasted, by the way.
I know where this is going, even before the fatal words leave Hifumi's lips.
Ogasawara Hiroki.
Yep, I called it. And she went through in my family name for good measure, so there can be no confusion. Thanks, Hifumi. Thanks a lot.
I care for Hiroki intensely, yet my work as an actress means we cannot spend much time with one another. I was hoping to take advantage of my light schedule and spend more time with him, but I will not be able to do this if I am go to Astoria. This can all be rectified, however, if you will extend your invitation to my beloved.
Dude, also that's such a sneaky way, because she's saying only about him, right? Not all the other girls. Dude, you sneaky devil. I like that. Still, I mean, you know, Cosmos was my favorite, but Hifumi is close behind. And right now, the way she played those cards, nice. Anyway,
If he's allowed to accompany me upon this trip, then I shall have no reservations. I adore my darling C, and I only want to be with him.
And also, I bet, because in case you are fresh to Sakura Succubus, which I assume you probably shouldn't be, you should know that we work here as a photographer, right? And we basically, thanks to, for some reason, being wanted by the Succubi girls, and all those Succubi girls are popular, we get to make photo sessions and some interviews, I guess, with them for the newspaper we work at, right? And what's newspaper or a magazine? Whatever. Same thing, really. Who cares? Nobody reads them anyway. No, just kidding. So we might be getting a photo session and an interview with a princess. I bet our boss will be super happy about that.
Anyway, I adore my darling, you see, and I want to be with him. Hiroki is my life and my love. And without him, I'm nothing.
Meanwhile...
Oh, new outfits! Wow, I like that.
Cute, Cosmos, cute as always. Wait, is that a tattoo on your thigh? I hope it's not permanent. Also new... It's a new background. Dude, you went crazy with this one. Nice. Anyway.
Oh my gosh, did you just hear that?
Io stares at the TV screen, her eyes wide with shock. Her hands are clenched at her front, and her teeth are gritted.
Am I taking crazy pills? Somebody please tell me this isn't an illusion. Or wait, maybe you should tell me it's delusion. Say I've contracted some mysterious disease, and I'll be adult in the brain don't accept this. What?
Cosmos, who looks a little perturbed by Io's antics, but a little, I think at this point she must be used to Io's outbursts, shits closer to our resident idol, then rests a hand on her head.
Don't worry, Ayu. Hifumi never said that Hiroki was her beloved. She never said she wanted to go on a vacation to Astoria with him either. You're insane. Your brain is broken. Your brain is broken. Next, you will start scratching your neck, and you will hear a creepy voice in your head, repeatedly saying, I'm sorry. And then you'll get a baseball bat and...
That's some Higurashi vibes. Dude, we need to play Higurashi as well at some point. I wonder when that will happen for.
Alright, that's enough from you.
Ayu grabs hold of Cosmos' head and roughly pushes her away.
I know you're trying to console me in your own weird way, but it's not really working. I have eyes and ears which are fully functional. Thank you very much, and I know I'm not crazy. Hifumi really did just come out and propose to my cameraman live on the air, no less. Doesn't she have any shame?
I don't know if she propositioned me exactly. It's not like she said anything inappropriate. I'm trying to smooth things over before Ayu's temper can come to a boil, but I think it might be too late for that. Ayn turns, almost slapping Cosmos in the face with one of her pigtails, and affixes me with a deadly glare that would put Medusa herself to shame.
Well, you would think that. It's well and good for you, sitting here.
Sorry.
Being adored by women all across the country, but please, think about how I feel. It's not nice, you know, having my camera being wooed by this... Fist Weeks Hussy, live on TV. I think Wicked Hussy boy.
Dude, you also have a completely different outfit. Anyway,
I think Wicked Hussy is going a bit far. This is like the Taisho era. You've got to be more accepting, are you? Why shouldn't I when Hifumi dresses like she's from that time period? If she's going to conduct herself like a lady, she ought to act like one. There is a gap between her appearance and her actions. True.
I think I had different voice for Hazel, but it's been so long, sorry.
But I think that parts of Hifumi's appeal. She looks like a flower, but
Dude, there are so many girls right now in this. Oh my god. Let's not forget there's also our businesswoman now. Holy crap. If I add more, I'm finished. I need a voice changer or something, honestly. Set up 17 or 20 different female voices and let's go. I should look into something like that. I should. Like, I have a few, I guess, options in my assortment. Done by my own voices or whatever, but still. Anyway.
she looks like a flower. Flower? What? Flower, but she stinks like a bee. Men go crazy for that kind of thing.
You are correct about that.
That is indeed true. For Hifumi acts demure and elegant. She gives no quarter. No, when she desires something.
Another new outfit.
Ooh. Nice.
Why do they all look so good?
She's experiencing the art of love. But I suppose that ought to be expected. She was supposed to be the queen of the Succubus realm before her abdication. For all her demure charms, she is really quite fiery. Oh, please!
I rolled her eyes.
Don't spout all this BS like I'm not fully aware of it. I know Hifumi can be trusted. She's the worst.
Harum Think Ayu collapses back on the couch. She grabs hold of one of the cushions and holds it to her chest, squeezing it hard, as for she means to rupture it.
This pisses me off. I don't get why the rest of you aren't getting more worked up. Hifumi basically confessed on Hiroki on TV. Now everybody knows how he feels. She feels. Literally everybody. If by literally everybody, you mean all the people in Japan who are watching this Karuta match?
Hazel smiles, abashed, while scratching her cheek with her index finger. Yeah, I mean, still for Karuta match, something like that, people are like, dude, I recorded this, boom, put it on social media, boom, boom, it's blowing up, trending. Oh my god. And oh my god, now that I think about it, holy crap, that would be hell. Dude, that would be hell. I mean, if someone popular in Japan, says to the public, oh, I found someone, that is my other part, usually hell breaks loose there. It's ridiculous. At least as far as my knowledge goes. But there were so many cases where hell would break loose because of that, right? Anywho, Hazel smiles, abashed, while scratching her cheek with her index finger.
Which, judging by the fact that that this is Karuta and all, can be to many people, it's not super popular. I doubt all that many people have heard her confession. The precise figure doesn't matter. It's the principle of the thing. Isn't this way too blatant? She's obviously trying to get one up on us, that snake.
Ayu taps a finger at the TV screen while quivering in self-righteous rage. She looks so pissed off about this series of events, even her pigtails seem to be twitching. I honestly, I'm standing on Hifumi's side here. I mean, she had the situation, she had the possibility, she snatched it there. Anyway, I hope she's not about to blow a gasket, whatever a gasket is. Marina's living room is very expensive looking and scraping up bits of a distraught overthroat. Ayu from the plush carpet sounds like a nightmare. Okay, Marina, if there is one issue I would have with this apartment, or should I say this living room, is exactly what we mentioned here. The carpets. Why would you have carpets in your place? Honestly. No, carpets are a pain. They are harder to clean and so on. And especially the way they made it over here. It's under the furniture. So to, for example, get it to wash, right? You would need to move entire furniture. What a pain. Anywho. I'm glad I don't have any carpets. Blessed life. Anyway.
We're supposed to be sisters, if not through blood, then through our bonds.
Did I change her voice just now? Maybe.
As fellow Succubi and members of Hiroki's harem, we can't talk about behind one another's backs. This is seriously low. I'll never forgive Hifumi for this, not ever. So you say.
On the other hand, you know, she said that, but it doesn't mean that she won't be like, alright girls, pack up your clothes, we are going as well. Hazel grins.
But aren't you still calling her by a cute nickname?
Ayo pulls a face, then crosses her arms.
When that should be expected. I'm cute, so of course I talk cutely, even when I'm angry. I'm as adorable as a gosh darn pattern. I'm so sweet, in fact I sometimes scare myself. Sure, yeah. Keep dreaming.
Hazel snickers.
I get being upset by this. I'm surprised myself, but don't you think you're being a little hypocritical? What? How? You and Hiroki went off alone together when we were staying at your house in the summer. I don't know what you were doing.
Cosmos smiles.
Hehe. But I can guess. I'm not stupid. Oh yeah?
Ayu haruns, still scowling.
What do you know about Hiroki and me anyway? You wanna be cut girl? You have hairballs for brains? I don't think you could reason your way out of a paper bag. It's true. I'm not very smart.
I must say, Cosmos is taking these slides against her IQ remarkably well. I guess this must be something else she's used to.
But I'm a succubus. I know what men and women get up to when they're on their own. You like Hiroki a lot, so I'm sure you had a lot of fun together. What? No, I don't like Hiroki. Not that much, at least. But you like him a bit. Well, but I think you must like him just a little bit. Otherwise you wouldn't be so upset right now. That's what my detective's intuition is telling me, at least. Oh my, what a clever little detective you are.
Marina titters.
You would put a certain distinguished gentleman from 221 B Baker Street to shame.
I agree.
Huh?
Cosmos's nose wrinkles. Thought that probably was sarcastic there. Anyway.
I know about anything about Baker Street. I live in Roppongi.
So much for Cosmos being smart, I guess. Does she not get that reference? Well, given Eraser Brain is her favorite movie... Give me a second, I need to check if such a thing really exists. Eraser Brain. Dude, I don't watch movies, so I wouldn't know. Eraser Brain. And there is a teaser as well. Okay. There is Brain Eraser and music album. Okay, so there is Eraser Reborn. Whatever the hell that is. Eraser Head, which was a horror from 1977. I actually don't know what they are referring here to over here. Anywho, I guess she knows about niche weird forms of media. Is it like a YouTube series or something?
I don't know it. Really fun.
Ayu turns her I think I started liking making this voice phone line.
Really, Fa? What the hell? Why am I talking like that? Gosh darn it.
Anyway, Ayu turns her attention back to the TV, her eyes narrowed.
This is beyond the pale. How dare Hifumi ask her feelings like that? She might as well have proposed. If I had been my relationship with Hiroki public, what gives the right to go blabbing about it?
Oh my god. If Ayu went public with such a thing, given she's an idol, yes, over there, definitely hell would break loose. On the other hand, if they are succubuses, right, succubi girls, maybe they would be able to control that. Anywho.
Well, it's not like there's anything stopping you from talking about it. You could fess up if you really wanna, but...
Hazel grins.
You're an idol, are you? And while I don't know much about your industry, I do know your fans would be really happy if they knew you were freaking out over some guy other than them.
Yeah, which is kinda pathetic, not gonna lie.
That tanked your car quicker than you can say. You sunk my battleship. Idols aren't allowed to fall in love, but actresses like Hifumi have no such stipulations written in their contracts.
Yeah. Still probably would be some backlash, but probably not as bad. Not gonna lie, like... the concept of idols... I mean, it might sound cool, but... when you hear what's in their contract sometimes... like the fact they can't date or whatever... oh my god, that's so ridiculous. Anyway.
And come to think of it, neither do I. I would surely court a few curious stares if I were to be seen wandering through the streets with my darling Hiroki, but it wouldn't spell the end of my career. Being a self-made woman is truly wonderful. I don't need to cater to the expectations of hundreds upon thousands of fans.
Yeah. How that you think? If you think about it, if we think about it, from all the Sakura Succubus girls we have, Marina's career would definitely not stop, given that she is basically running her own business, right? She's businesswoman. So, you know, definitely something like that would not have any much of influence on the business, right? Hifumi, she's an actress. It would have some backlash for sure, but at the same time, I mean, people would still be watching the movies, I believe. Hazel, she's a tennis player. She would probably have less fans, but at the same time, you know, in tennis, you can earn your money from just playing and winning stuff, right? And I believe that just playing and winning stuff would already give you some sponsors contracts as well. So she's safe. Yeah, feels like Ayu and Cosmos are in the most dangerous spots. She's an idol, and Cosmos being like the internet person, right? Yeah, definitely. It would be like that. Like, for them, the careers might be at the end if that goes out. Anywho, let's get back.
Ooh. Or more like, ooh. Oh, samesies. I'm allowed to date whoever I want to.
Ayu grits her teeth together. She looks pissed off. I'm afraid Shirley might explode.
Ayu.
Cosmos looks at Ayu anxiously, her brow furrowed.
Are you alright? No, I'm not alright. I've never been less alright in my life. I feel like I'm this close to going completely postal. Oh dear.
I mean, she could try, you know, saying, I'm done with being an idol. However, I'll still be releasing music. you know. So basically, you know, go the not the idol route, but musician route. I think it could save her. Maybe there wouldn't be such a backlash as well. Anyway,
Oh dear.
Cosmos sighs.
It looks like this has upset you, but please don't worry. I'm here. You can talk to me. You aren't the only one who has to hide your feelings for Hiroki. I'm not? No.
Cosmos shakes her head. See? I was right as heck here.
I can't tell any of my fans about him either. We're in the same situation, so I understand how you must feel. Keeping my love a secret is painful, but that makes the time I can spend with him even more precious. Just don't lose sight of your love for Hiroki. Love will always save the day. Oh, shut up!
I looks away, her face on fire. Clearly appreciates what she said there.
It's not like I love him or anything, really. I couldn't care less what he does, or where he goes, or who he goes out with. I didn't expect Hifumi to talk about him so, much less invite him out on a trip. I want to go on a trip too, but I can't. I've been too busy working. It's all so unfair. All is fair in love and war, are you? The sooner you learn it, the better. You really are a child.
No. She's an adult. I don't know what you're talking about. She's an adult. Okay? Anyway, Marina toots.
But I suppose I can't blame you. You are one of the youngest among us. Still an adult for. I won't scold you for your poor conduct, but I will ask you to try and compose yourself. You are not behaving in a manner befitting of a succubus. Yeah.
I rolls her eyes.
I'll try to behave, mother. See to it that you do. Now, Hiroki.
Marina looks to me, one smiling genially, her lips dabbed in matte makeup. Matte makeup, not matte makeup. Now, let me check out what that means, because I don't know the terms of beauty stuff. Okay, matte makeup. The hell does it mean? No, I don't want a tutorial. What is that? Explanation for men. Let's go. What is the meaning? Matte makeup, dude. We are changing the channel into a beauty channel, guys. Matte makeup gives the impression of poreless skin and a pristine finish, meaning shine and oil are nowhere to be found. Matte makeup is often associated with dry, powdery skin. Not necessarily so. How to get natural makeup 100% pure. Yeah. I don't like makeup myself. Like seeing makeup. I mean, I don't mind, but you know, if you overdo it, ugh. Please don't.
Just a light touch, okay? Just a light touch.
Anyway, Marina looks to me, one smiling genially, her lips dabbed in matte makeup as already read.
We've all heard what I think about this arrangement. But what of you? Are you interested in going to Astoria with Hifumi?
Oh shit. Now I'm in problems. Now that's quite the query. Am I interested in going away with Hifumi? I still have a bunch of work to do in Japan. And it wasn't all that long ago I went gallivanting off on holiday with my entourage of succubus babes. Also, we were kind of kidnapped at some point. So there was also that, I guess, but you know, If I were any other employee, I bet my boss would balk at such a suggestion. I've been pretty pally with my boys lately, thanks to my newfound relationships with all these superstars. It's no secret in the office that I'm buddy-buddy with Wakatsuki Marina, the famous businesswoman. As you might know, or you might not know. It's common knowledge that I stayed at a hot spring resort with her a while back, and she invited me along to a plush charity ball held by the social elite. Oh my god, that dress she had. I've gotten my foot into a lot of doors thanks to Marina, and I've had the chance to scope out all sorts of fancy events I'd otherwise never be able to even dream of glimpsing, much less participating in. The sales of the Sakura Weekly, yeah man. I mean, I said about Sakura TV, you know, but, you know. I mean, Sakura Weekly, I guess it's out of, you know, not really possible to go there because he works there, unless there would be another character there that would be going after, you know, some other girls. So maybe we can do Sakura Weekly too. Or something. Anywho, the sales of the Sakura Weekly have grown through the roof since my relationship with Marina began. My boss owes much of the paper's success to me, so he's been very lenient with my time off and my holidays.
You lucky.
I've had a pretty big pay rise recently.
You lucky.
And I've been thinking about moving out of my cruddy apartment.
You lucky.
Things are looking up for me. I'm exceedingly fortunate. For I do fear whenever I enter the office that my malcontent coworkers might band together and lynch me. They do an even worse job of hiding their jealousy than I does. Ah well. I've heard it said that all success men wind up making enemies. Yeah, kind of. It's part and parcel of the whole fame and fortune thing. People get jealous. It's inevitable. I'll be certain to make even more enemies if I go to Astoria with Hifumi, but it's too late to worry about that now. I could use a break from office politics, and I do want to spend time with Hifumi. Moreover, I've never been to Astoria before. I'm pretty curious about it, and I'd like to take some photos too. Maybe some of them could be used for articles in Sakura Weekly. I'll get relaxed, but I'll also be doing a bit of work on the side. It's a great bargain. I feel pretty bad for Ayu. I know she's been angling to spend more time with me herself, but... yeah, I think I will. I mean, if Hifumi's offering, it'd be rude to turn her down. I don't know if anything pan out just yet, but I'd like to go.
I thought you might say that. You sounded like a true gentleman. Gentleman!
Ayu snorts.
Just my cute plush butt. I know what you're after. You're so transparent. Why don't you go jump in an open fire?
Okay, Ayu's obviously in a bad mood, so I'll ignore her. That's kind of tricky given how much space her voluminous pigtails take up, but I'll do my best. Fortunately, Marina's next comment makes this a lot easier.
Speaking of Astoria, I myself have been planning a trip there for the last several months.
Let's go!
Ayu is going to be left behind. Listen, let's face it, Ayu has, you know, definitely gotten a little better, especially since that one moment when she literally came in clutch. So, you know, she's great too. Oh yeah? I didn't know about that.
Yes, indeed. I'm looking into opening a few shops in the country's capital, and been attending any number of online conferences to turn this into a reality.
Oh, let's go, the Zoom meetings. Or Teams, or whatever. Skype.
There's only so much one can do online, however. To clinch this deal, I'll need to venture to Astoria, in person. It's easier to move money
while standing face to face with your investors. It inspires more confidence, and above all else, shows sincerity. Perhaps we could go to Astoria together, Hiroki, you, and I, and Hifumi too. That would be lovely. Hey! Don't forget about me! I'm actually meant to go to Astoria too, at the start of the next month. You are? Yep, there's a tennis championship happening there that I like. Just couldn't press up, especially now. I've been entered into since, like, early June. So exactly a month ago. I've been sweating buckets getting ready, practicing my swings and all. I'm on pretty good form, or so my trainer reckons, and I should be able to smash it. But I'll do an even better job on the court, I'm sure, if you're there with me, Hiroki, to cheer me on. Doesn't that sound great? We can all go to Astoria together. Well, now isn't this a charming string of coincidences? Marina beams. I had no idea about your plans, Hazel, but I see no need why you should not travel with us. We are all friends after all. I would be more than happy for you to join our entourage, although... Here Marina's expression darkens. If you cause any complications, Hazel, I will not hesitate to punish you.
Oh, that did happen too, yeah.
Am I making myself plain? Very... Hazel laughs awkwardly, while toying with her. I still remember how crazy your punishment can be. I don't want to get on your bedside, so I'll behave, I promise. Good. See to it that you do, and nothing will go awry. It's funny how Hazel, after one time, is like, no, never again. And I was constantly like, oh, shut up, you old hunk. I feel like Ayu has not gone through the punishment that Hazel has gone through. That should be changed. Anywho, now, beaming anew, Marina claps her manicured hands together. I'm quite looking forward to this trip. This should be a lot of fun. Yeah, I bet it will be, for you guys at least. I'm so happy you all get to go and have fun with Hiroki while I'll be stuck in Japan getting ready for my upcoming tour. It must be nice having so much free time. I mean, it's not really free time. She's going to be, participating in a tournament. Add to that training, I believe, during that tournament. I don't know how often. That's probably definitely lighter during the tournament, right? But still, Marina will be doing business deals. Hifumi will be training the other one in Karuta. Yeah. Anywho, we on the free fall. I've got the tournament, like I said, and Marina's doing some business deal right now. I know. I get it. I heard you. I don't doubt you'll be working, but it's like you'll be busy all the time, right? You'll have some time off, and when you, you'll get to cuddle up with Hiroki and whisper sweet nothings in his ear. You'll get to go on dates, and eat sweets, and watch the sunset at night. Ayu's expression twists, and angrily she clenches her hands at her front. Oh, it's not fair. I want in on the action too. Why do I always get left out? The universe must be playing some kind of mean joke on me. A rude comment. Maybe it's because of the attitude. Anyway. Was I born on an unlucky star? Why do things turn out like this? BFF's achievement unlocked. Also, that's a nice CG. Oh! Wait, her shirt actually says Succubus. Okay. It's alright, Ayu. Don't be sad. Smiling angelically, Cosmos takes hold of Ayu's hands, then piercing her face. I won't be going to Astoria either. I can't. Why not? I'm supposed to be appearing in a variety show at the end of the next week. I have a few commercials lined up that need filming too. Wait, what? Whoa! So she's not just social media. But I'll miss Cosmos. Can't Cosmos go? What's the point of me going there if Cosmos is not there? Damn it!
I'd like to ignore my responsibility to spend time with Hiroki, but...
Cosmos sighs.
I can do that. I don't want to disappoint my fans. They're all very excited about the job opportunities I have lined up. I've received lots and lots of supportive fan mail from people. They want me to fail in the quiz show segment, so I'll get covered in slime.
I hope you won't fail.
They sound very excited about it. Not that I really get it.
Cosmos wrinkles her nose.
I don't see what's so appealing about slime. It's sticky and it smells bad. That's what people want for, so I'll do my best to make them happy.
Please don't. Please don't fail.
I'll miss Hiroki when he's gone. But it isn't the end of the world. We'll see him again. Don't worry. Everything will be just fine. And even if you're down, I'll be here to console you. No matter what happens, we'll always have each other.
I glanced away from Cosmos, her face flushed.
Well, whatever. I guess you're right. There's no point getting worked up about this. I'm the amazing, incredible, extremely beautifully kawaii Krishna.
Who mate? Actually, if you haven't been there, check out Sakura Alien. It's worth it. Sakura Succubus had a little mention there. Actually, Ikueayu had a little mention there. And some other Sakura games as well. Totally worth checking out. Anywho.
There is no way Hiroki will get tired of me.
Well, about that.
No matter what vile tricks Marina, Hifumi, and Hazel employ, I'll still come out on the top in his heart.
About that, well, no.
I'm not number one in the charts for nothing.
Yeah, not in mine for...
Huh? But are you?
Cosmos' brow wrinkles.
I thought your latest song was number 2 in the charts. Mihama Shizuru is actually even more popular.
Who?
Not!
Hayu grabs hold of Cosmos' head.
Another!
She squeezes her skull.
Word! Oh dear.
Marina sighs.
The children are fighting again.
They are adults for.
I do wish they could be more mature. Aren't you too old to bicker like that? Oh, you know a lot about being old, wouldn't you, Marina?
Oh my god, here we go again.
You might call yourself a sophisticated lady, but that's just in a nice way, saying you're past it. Past it? Oh, why I never... And as for you, Cosmos. I don't want you mentioning Shizuru to me. She's as good as attached to me. Sure, her little single might have sold a little more than mine, but that doesn't mean anything. She has an unfair advantage. She debuted 15 years ago. Fan fell off the face of the planet. How could I have known she'd release a brand new single after all this time, a day before my newest release? Of course, all her old fans say it about being the operating world. She's in her mid-30s now. She's even older than Marina. She has no business being an idol. She ought to be ashamed of herself. I'm not old. How dare you? Heh.
Hazel observes the carnage, and impartial observer for once, and laughs. Elbowing me in the ribs, she then says in a conspirational tone,
There's not a dull moment when you're surrounded by a harem of loving Succubus, huh?
Oh yeah, it's all fun and games.
Are you?
Sorry, wrong voice. Whoa.
Are you?
Until Marina scalps Ayu while Ayu chokes Cosmos, I suppose. I sigh. At least I won't be accompanying me on my upcoming trip to Astoria. That's something to be grateful for. Well. As you can see, Ayu, you are also not in Hiroki's top charts. I do like her, kind of. Her indigence can be kind of adorable when it's not incendiary, but her temper's as volatile as volcano. Spending too much time with her can be exhausting. In Astoria, however, I should be able to kick back and relax. Who knows, maybe we'll stay there and live there. You know, it's not like Hazel can't get a court there and train there. It's not probably like Marina couldn't like her business from there. I don't know about Hifumi's acting for. That will be problematic. Anyway, I can hardly wait. First, however, it'd be nice if I could have a talk with Hifumi to confirm the particulars of the upcoming trip. Oh, maybe after I've torn eye away from Cosmos. Our resident cat girl is starting to look alarmingly blue in the face, and I'm not just talking about her hair. Would you kill Ayu to chill out every once in a while? If I doesn't, I'm afraid it will seriously kill Cosmos. I don't know if he would have enough strength for that though. To my relief, it doesn't take me all that long before I'm able to talk to Hifumi like I was hoping. Hifumi winds up visiting me the following night, at my small rundown apartment of her own volition. I wasn't expecting any guests, and Hifumi's sudden arrival comes as quite a surprise, for it is of course a pleasant one. Hifumi greets me elegantly as per usual, and apologizes for stopping by unannounced, an apology I wave aside as being unnecessary. I offered to serve Hifumi some tea. If my mother's taught me anything, it's that offering guest green tea is the only polite thing to do. Noted, duly noted, that's what I'll be doing from now always. Especially since I know people from my environment don't like it. Oh, hello aunt and my cousin, why did you decide to visit? Without telling me anything. Huh? Here is some green tea. Now get away. No, I really don't like when that happens. You know. Such a pain in the back they are. Anywho. But Hifumi reversed my offer on me and instead asked if she could prepare the tea for me.
I am the one imposing you, Hiroki dear, by visiting you at such advanced an hour.
I know, it's 2:53.
This being the case, it would be only fitting for me to prepare the tea. I do not wish for you to go to any extra trouble, not for my sake. Moreover, I enjoy talking upon you. I find it most satisfying.
That was what Hifumi said. I wasn't able to stop her, so I instead schlepped over to the tummy in the kitchen. I'm sorry, what? In the what? In the what? Let's continue. In the kitchen and living room. Dude, I need to remember about that as well. What the fuck? You messed up with the text over here so badly, man. The notes for the video. What the heck? I sat there for a while, cross-legged, up on the floor while Hifumi worked. Hifumi, being elegant and dexterous, wasted no motions preparing the tea. She had a pot brewed in only a few minutes, and 2 cups poured which she then carried to me on a tray, with more grace and poise than any waitress.
Here you go, dear.
Hifumi now says, handing me a cup.
Please drink up, but do be careful, it's hot. In fact,
Hifumi smiles.
Perhaps I ought to blow on your tea for you first, so you don't burn your tongue. I wouldn't want you to scald yourself.
Oh, no, it's alright. You don't need to baby me, really.
I know I don't need, but I would like to. And in any event, I do not regard you as a baby.
Thank God.
You are more akin to a husband to me. And any devoted wife would wish to ease their husbands' burdens, in whatever small manners they are able. Would you not allow me this privilege, dear?
Yeah, but let's not go too far. Honestly. Well, I glance away abashed. Hifumi might dress and act in a traditionally Japanese manner, but she's no shy wallflower. She can be quite assertive when she wants, to such a degree it's a little disconcerting. I wonder if that's because she's a succubus. If you really want to, then I won't stop you. Go right ahead.
Wonderful. You are too kind, dear. But then again, that is precisely the reason why I like you so.
Pleased by this victory, minor though it might be, Hifumi blows atop the surface of my green tea. Speaking of which, I think I need to restock on green tea. She blows and blows with soft whoo, whoo sounds until she's satisfied whatever loving wife quota she's desperate to fulfill. This task too is carried out. Hifumi hands the cup back to me.
Now you may drink it. I hope you enjoy it.
I'm sure I will. You brew it after all. I offer Hifumi a smile, which makes her laugh.
Oh my. You certainly know how to ensnare a woman's heart. I like you a good deal already, dear, but with every moment I spend in your company, I find myself growing more and more enamored.
Hifumi and I sit for a few moments in silence, sipping out the tea while I observe her. Hifumi's dark hair cascades about her slender shoulders like a waterfall, and her face is carefully made up. You know what? The one thing about Hifumi that is kinda a little bit scary, she has this expression she has right now. It is a bit of a sadistic expression, to be honest. Then again, she's great. She's great. And she's not being sadistic towards us, which is wonderful. I mean, she's a caring wife, basically. Anyone remembers what was my supposedly favorite order of the girls? Definitely Cosmos was my number one, but... Was Hifumi too? Or Marina? I think it was Hifumi. Oh, there's also Yue, that's right. She has not had an appearance yet. We'll see if she will have. Anywho. Hifumi's dark hair cascades about her slender shoulders like a waterfall, and her face is carefully made up. There is not a single wrinkle in Hifumi's attire, for it's comprised of many parts and looks tedious to put on. Her obi is tied to perfection, and her long sleeves are wrapped gracefully upon her lap. Hifumi is so enchanting, in fact. She looks quite out of place in my cruddy apartment. From which you are supposedly getting out soon? From what you said, man? I'm actually aware of the stains on the tatami, left by displaced previous residents, not by me, okay? And the discoloration of the blinds... Okay. Hifumi doesn't belong in a place like this. She's far too good for it. It's crazy, really, that a famous actress like Yamamoto Hifumi wants anything at all to do with me, much less to spend time in my less than luxurious home. I've had several months to grow accustomed to Hifumi's affections, almost a year in fact, but I'm still reeling. I swallow down my pee, then look at Hifumi, askance. So, to what do I owe the pleasure? I suppose the reason why you came over so late beyond wanting to brew me tea.
Oh yes, of course. I want to partake in viewing your face, which is very dear to me. But more than that, I thought I owe you an apology.
An apology?
Yes, indeed. I said many things about you on television last night. Things you might perhaps have preferred to keep private.
I did not intend, before participating in that caricature competition, to make my feelings towards you known. It was not my intention to boast of our relationship. Truly, it was not. I would hate to put you in an awkward situation here, and I would hate to make my sisters jealous too.
One in particular.
So that's what this is all about. I had wondered. I guess that's one mystery solved. It's a good thing Hifumi thought to bring this subject up of her own volition. That saves me the trouble. I want to talk to her about it too, and about her intentions. It is just... Sighing, Hifumi dips her head and traces the tip of her index finger about the rim of her teacup. I care for you so much. I find it hard to suppress these feelings of mine. I saw a perfect opportunity to confess to the nation, and I could not help but seize it. I'm not as young as I used to be, you see, certainly. I'm not so young as I you, or cause, Os Cosmos, and now that I'm in a relationship with man I love, I wish to speak of it. I can no longer continue to keep affairs between us a secret, as for it is something I ought to be ashamed of. I'm not ashamed of my feelings for you, not in the slightest, and I wish for the world to know them. Keeping quiet about you has been weighing so heavily upon my heart, I cannot take it.
I see. I survey Hifumi from across the table, impressed at her candor. She's breathing pretty heavily and her shoulders are shaking. It's an unusual sight coming from a woman as composed as Hifumi so often is. Her authenticity in her tones rings true, and it makes my heart flutter. Ooh, I know another one, the second one. Sorry, the title, okay? Anyway, her authenticity in her tones rings true, and it makes my heart flutter. She really must like me a lot, for her feelings to override her common sense. I'm very flattered you feel that way, I reply, after a pause, once I've had a moment to gather my errant thoughts. I love you a lot too, Hifumi.
Do you truly?
Of course. I smiled at her. I thought it better to keep our relationship a secret, it's true, but that's not because I'm ashamed of you. I thought it'd be easier to manage even you're a celebrity. I don't want our affairs being splashed all over the pages of magazines. Especially not when said magazines will have a field day with that cannot lead to my relationships and discerned. I'm also going out with Cosmos Moretti, Ikuei, Wakatsuki, Marina, and Hazel Williams. But it's too late for regrets now. You've already talked about our relationship on TV. It's not possible to take back what you said, but I don't think I'd want you to. I'm happy to let people know about us. For now that I think about it, I'll have to break this news to my mother too. Oh my god. And she probably... There is a slight chance she would be watching the Karuta competition, right? Now that would be fun. Oh boy. Mom, I'm dating a popular actress you might know. Anyway, I wonder how I should even go about it. I've not had a serious partner in years and years. I've been focused on my job, and now all of a sudden I have 6 of them. Hifumi, Marina, Ayu, Cosmos, Hazel, and the princess of Succubuses. That's true, Yue. And one of them lives in the Succubus realm. For starters, I probably have to tell my mother what a succubi are. Will she even believe me? Come on, she's Japanese. She knows what succubi. I'm sorry, I had to. My situation is so blatantly unbelievable. I'm not sure I fully accept myself. In before, Hiroki's mother is also a succubus. Anyway, Hifumi's confession. Dude, she's a beauty. Oh, Hiroki, thank you very much. Hifumi exhales, relieved, a gentle smile upon her lips.
Does that mean that we are officially a couple then?
I suppose so, yeah.
And will you take me to meet your parents? I would love so love to introduce myself to your mother and your father too. I want to make miso soup for them and help your mother go grocery shopping and give your father background.
Please don't. No. Let's not go that far. No, not acceptable. I don't trust my father. I don't allow that. No back rubs like that, no.
It is my most ardent wish that they know how dutiful a daughter-in-law I shall be.
No. Yeah, about my folks. I smile awkwardly. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Let me speak to them first, okay?
But of course, I shall leave it in your capable hands, darling. Oh, I'm so excited. I can hardly wait.
Hifumi's excitement must be catching, because when I look at her, my own smile begins to relax. Dude, I mean, look at her. Beauty. I'm starting to feel pretty positive about this whole thing too, but there's something else I think we need to discuss. I'm glad you're excited, but we might have to put your visiting my parents on hold for a while. Haven't you been extended an invitation to Astoria by its princess, no less?
Oh yes, you are quite correct. I was so taken by the thought of introducing myself to your family, it had quite slipped my mind.
You forgot that the princess wants to put you up in her own palace. I raise an eyebrow. I think that's stick in most people's minds.
Perhaps it would, but I'm not most people. You are more important to me than any princess, dear.
I'm glad to hear it. For the devotion evident in Hifumi's voice and face is kind of intense. But I'd hate for you to make an enemy of Stephania. I think you ought to accept her invitation. She's too important to risk upsetting.
Is she full? Yes, indeed, Uncle Kur. I shall postpone my visit to your family's abode. When? Until after my trip to Astoria. Stephanie was quite eager that I teach her how to play karuta. I'm not at all opposed to the idea. She's quite the dear thing. You do think it would be lonely for me to travel to Astoria on my own? I wish not to be parted from you, darling, so...
Winsomely, Hifumi examines me from beneath her eyelashes.
Would you care to accompany me? I would be more appreciative if you could. Stephania has already given you her blessing. I believe all should be well if you are able to secure the time away from work.
Yeah, I think that should be doable enough. My boss has been pretty lenient with me lately, and knowing him, I'm sure he'll regard this as a wonderful business opportunity.
What? You will be at the princess's place?
You can go. Again, man, also, I was saying the beauty of Hifumi and so on. The collarbone, man. I don't know what is with me, but lately I've been noticing the collarbone as well, a lot. Anyway. Maybe I can take some photos of Stephania while I'm there. Maybe I can take some photos of you. Dude, who cares about Stephania? Maybe I can take some photos of you while I'm there. Yes, I already said that. I'm sure the public would love to see a few candid snapshots of you playing karuta, practically against a princess like Stephania. They will eat it up for sure.
Oh, you flatter me.
Hifumi giggles, while elegantly pressing one hand to her mouth.
I think the general public would be rather more interested in seeing photographs of Stephania than they would me.
No, they would not. Honestly not. Have you seen her eyebrows? Come on.
She's more visually striking than I.
No, she's not.
Given her lovely fair hair and her soulful eyes.
No, she's not. Honestly, the eyebrows destroy everything. She might be cute, but I think you're even cuter. I mean, way cuter, Hifumi. Way, dimensions cuter. I'm not planning to introduce Stephania to my parents after all.
Oh, goodness me. You really do know how to charm a woman. Ooh.
Beaming, Hifumi presses one hand up her chest.
I'm looking forward to meeting your parents. It is true, but this upcoming trip to Astoria should prove to be just as enjoyable in its own right. Why? It feels almost as though we are going on a honeymoon. I will have to choose my very best lingerie for the occasion. So as not to disappoint you, granted we are able to get some private time together. Now then.
Should we bring the news about the other girls too? Hifumi surfaced me from beneath her half-lidded eyes, a somewhat mischievous smile playing about her lips.
Perhaps we ought to celebrate our good fortune.
A celebration, huh? I returned Hifumi's smile with my own. And what would that entail exactly, my fair lady?
Oh, I think you understand what I'm getting at, dear. My true intentions should be obvious enough. The night is still young. I think you ought to enjoy ourselves to the fullest, while we have the opportunity. There is nothing I wish for more, after all, than your happiness. My beloved husband.
And so they played Karuta all night long. Okay, a handful of days, alright. That means we are ending the episode. We'll continue from this moment in the next one. Holy crap, what a comeback. That is so good. Oh. I think you can say that my enjoyment also drastically increases when we have a male protagonist. I can get into the situation, you know, into the shoes of the main character way better, kind of thing. Also, so far we have 4 achievements, all of them about 80% achieved, so that is something. Anywho, for now, hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Sakura Succubus 5. If you did, consider liking, consider subscribing if you haven't already, and I guess you can tell me what was your first thought of what's her name? Stephania? It was Stephania? I think it was Stephania. Let me quickly check. Yeah, of Stephania, exactly. I don't know, man, like those... Honestly, eyebrows like that kind of kill me. Inside. They don't work on me. Something in that matter. But, hopefully, overall, she'll be a great character. We'll see. Also, because I have not mentioned that, feel free to jump into my social medias, Twitter, Instagram, and you can go to Twitch. We are occasionally streaming on Friday and Saturday nights, which is not happening this Friday night actually, because I decided, hey, Sakura Succubus 6 is right around the corner. We are pretty close because we are playing the 5th one now, and there is no Sakura games after that. So 6th one will be the next one. So I want to get to it as well, as fast as possible. Yeah. It's 15 minutes past 3 AM. I'll actually get to recording the next episode. So hope to see you in the next one as well. And have a wonderful day. Bye bye.